How's it going, folks? It is Matt back with another crypto video. Today's a video on Digibyte, and while we're on that subject, I'd like to tell all of my viewers, subscribers, that from now on, for the foreseeable future, Digibyte is going to be the only crypto that I make videos on. That does not mean that I've lost interest in Cardano. I know recently Cardano and Digibyte have been like the only two cryptos I report on, and certainly when I first started my channel, I reported on a lot more. It's not that I've lost interest, it's not that I've sold those bags or anything like that. It just really, for multiple reasons. One, I guess you could say financially. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, the idea was never to make a career out of it. It was more so just to generate a little bit of expendable income that I could then invest back into cryptocurrency. And that certainly helped in ways, and it certainly worked. But when you look at how many hours I'm spending per month and then how much I return, it's very, very little. So more so, I want to shift away from focusing on trying to make money from this, and then more so just try to provide news about Digibyte, because actually when I first created my channel, the first video I ever created was about Digibyte because I was interested in it and I realized that it was kind of an underserved market on YouTube, so I wanted to kind of help out, and eventually that allowed me to become a member of the Digibyte awareness team. I don't think if you scroll through all my videos on my channel, I don't think you can still see my original videos. I have deleted maybe 10 of my first 10 videos. I should probably delete more because a lot of my early videos are horrible. So if you have stuck around since the beginning, I greatly appreciate it. I am actually closing in on close to 5,000 subscribers now, so I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that supported me on the way. And this isn't a permanent thing where I only cover Digibyte. You know, certainly if Bitcoin hits its all-time high or higher again and thousands of people start coming back into the space and it becomes a little bit more, I guess, financially feasible for me to be spending all these hours researching, then I may start covering different subjects at that time again. But again, for this point forward, Digibyte is going to be the only videos that I create from now on. So sorry for getting long-winded and talking for 2 minutes there. I don't typically do that, so hopefully you guys understand. But getting right to the news today, this first tweet, the full video of the Digibyte Global Summit from 2019 held in Amsterdam is now released. This is the video. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 16 minutes long. It's definitely worth the watch. There was a ton of exciting news that came out of this. I did recap the event in one of the videos that I created last week, but there are some things that I left out intentionally so that people could watch this and see some of the other news that came out of the summit. For those of you that do not wish to spend 2 hours watching it, there's also a shorter version of the video where it just shows some of the highlights that came out of it, and this video is about 3 minutes long. So I'll provide a link to both of these tweets so you can check out the videos if you wish. That leads me into this next tweet that came from the Digibyte Awareness Team's official Twitter page. Is saying, name a more versatile blockchain. We'll wait. And it just kind of sums up the Global Summit, in my opinion. There was a ton of news that came out, and around DigiAssets, which, if you're unfamiliar, DigiAssets will basically allow Digibyte to become a better version of Ethereum or other smart contract platforms out there. It gives you the same functionality, the ability to create ICOs. You can create in-game assets. You could, since it's immutable and you can't change it, you could even use DigiAsset tokens for voting. You could issue concert tickets or sporting event tickets. Really, the applications of DigiAssets is limited by the imagination, and the reason it's better than Ethereum or others out there is due to Digibyte's blockchain. You know, the whole engine of the whole project is the most important part. The fact that Digibyte can handle 560 transactions per second right now is far superior to the 20 to 25 transactions per second of Ethereum or other smart contract platforms out there, and Digibyte has the ability to scale well past that. The transactions per second doubles every 2 years, and actually this year it doubles to 1,120 transactions per second, all on chain. And then again, just 2 years later, that doubles. 2 years later, it just keeps doubling all the way up to 280,000 transactions per second by the year 2035. And really, that is unrivaled in terms of speed and the security it offers with its 5 mining algorithms. And even one of those 5 mining algorithms that we learn in the Digibyte Global Summit, Odocrypt, is going to replace one of those 5 algorithms, which is just going to make Digibyte even more decentralized, even more secure, as it will prevent ASIC dominance on that mining algorithm. For those of you that are kind of unfamiliar with mining algorithms and how that adds security, basically most of the projects out there, Bitcoin included, have one mining algorithm, and they are not ASIC resistant, which means a large company like Bitmain or others out there could set up multiple massive warehouses with ASIC machines mining and essentially gain 51% or more of the hashing power for that algorithm. And if they get 51%, they control that algorithm. They've essentially hacked that blockchain. Digibyte has 5 mining algorithms. So right there alone, that's 5 times more secure because the 51% hack is so much more difficult to achieve. To achieve a 51% hack on Digibyte's blockchain, you would need over like 93-94% of the hash power of one mining algorithm, and then you would need to gain control of 51% of the other 4 algorithms. And it's just not economically feasible to even try to do it. The amount of money you would need to do that is not worth the effort and the time, basically. And now that Odocrypt is coming out, and that this mining algorithm specifically cannot be dominated by ASIC mining, it just makes that whole process of trying to get that 51% hack even more difficult to do so. Part of being a versatile tool, as the original Digibyte awareness tweet said, Digibyte is becoming like a Swiss Army knife of products and utilities. Another example, Digi-ID, AntumID. There are websites out there that have actually integrated the real Digi-ID, AntumID, where you can sign in without the need for passwords. But instead of waiting for all of these websites to adopt that technology, AntumID created a plugin that will allow you to use an application, Digi-ID/AntumID, to generate random passwords for all of the websites that have been created out there. I've made videos on how to use this, so I'll provide a link to it in the description below. Other things, a part of the Swiss Army knife of Digibyte is Dandelion, coming very soon. We heard about it in the Digibyte Global Summit that Josiah said it was roughly 90% ready for implementation, and basically Dandelion will add privacy to Digibyte's blockchain. It will hide your IP address on your transactions and make it essentially impossible for people who wish to do evil, I guess, to use that IP address and track down your physical location in the real world. There's also DigiCafe, which will allow for merchants to accept Digibyte at the point of sale using a cell phone that they already own, or a tablet, or a laptop, any device that connects to the internet and has the App Store. You could download DigiCafe and accept Digibyte at the point of sale. And as we learned in the Global Summit, DigiCafe is partnered with VertBase to allow these merchants to settle these transactions directly into fiat. So big news there coming for DigiCafe. Another product that we have coming very soon is Vesti, bringing blockchain technology to real estate. This application, the beta version of it, is expected to be released sometime during 2019, and it will allow you to pay your rent. You can pay your landlord directly through this application. You can search for new roommates. You can check your credit. Landlords themselves can search for quality tenants, people that aren't going to tear the place up and people that will actually pay their rent. And Digibyte's building quite a few legit partners as well. I already mentioned AntumID and all of the stuff they're doing with the Digi-ID technology. Digibyte has this partnership in VID, and VID is ending document fraud. They had a fantastic presentation at the Global Summit. Again, I'll provide a link to that in the description so you can check it out. But VID is doing a lot, and they're making a lot of partnerships in their own right. They most recent partner, the NRBI, basically an architectural inspection report. So these reports will be on the blockchain, and you'll know they are authentic, which is very important when dealing with real estate and architecture. They've also, as we saw in the Digibyte Global Summit, that they put a Rembrandt painting on the blockchain, a real Rembrandt painting. So VID is definitely doing very cool things, and it benefits Digibyte at the same time because the Digibyte blockchain is one of the 4 blockchains that they use to upload their documents to. So every transaction on the Digibyte blockchain pays that Digibyte fee. So as VID gains more adoption, as more Rembrandt type paintings, as more real world items, or as more actual digital documents are being sent across the blockchain, that just benefits Digibyte in the long run. We also have the partnership in Block30 Labs, and I think this will be a very big partnership, as Block30 Labs is going to make investing in cryptocurrency assets extremely user-friendly, and that's going to be a big seller for new investors in the space. If Bitcoin does actually hit its all-time high again in the short term, companies like Block30 Labs are going to see a increase of adoption, because it's very easy to do, and people that haven't been following cryptocurrency for years, or people that are just beginning to get into the space, they want it to be as user-friendly as possible, as simple, point click, you're invested, and that is what Block30 Labs is doing. And they have their own Blocks currency, which will be a DigiAsset running on the Digibyte blockchain, which again benefits holders of Digibyte, because as more transactions happen, more fees are being paid, which increases the demand for Digibyte. So last thing I wanted to talk about here, this is Digibyte Unlimited Network. He creates these fantastic commercials about Digibyte, and really if you're interested in Digibyte and you want to kind of help spread the awareness about it, or maybe you talk about it with people at work, or talk about it with your family, pointing them to my channel, pointing them to Digibyte Dan's channel might not be the best first step, because we throw out things like mining algorithms, hash rate, stuff like that, and people that are new to the space might not fully understand, and that might kind of deter them or turn them away from it because they don't understand it. So if you are looking for ways to get new people interested in Digibyte or cryptocurrency, point them over to Digibyte Unlimited Network's channel. He creates short videos. They're a minute long, minute and a half long, maybe 2 minutes long. Very short, very user-friendly, and it's a perfect first step to get someone's feet wet into cryptocurrency. And if they watch these videos and they are interested and they want to learn more, then that would be the time to point them to a Digibyte Dan or my channel, where we get a little bit more technical or in-depth about it. Speaking of Digibyte Unlimited, he had this video out the other day about CoinBook, where CoinBook has implemented the Block 3 and Block 5 from Block30 Labs. In this video, he has a link to his referral code for CoinBook. So if you are interested in making an account on CoinBook.com, I'll provide a link to his video here. Please click on his referral link, because if you do that and you set up your account, the first $50 that you deposit into your account, Digibyte Unlimited will receive $10 worth of Bitcoin, and you will receive $10 worth of Bitcoin for using his referral link. And since he is creating these commercials, every little $10 donation, I guess, by people registering through his link helps him continue to create these amazing videos that he's doing. And on top of that, I'm actually going to help him make a video. He had this great idea. He provided a little spreadsheet with different subjects to talk about, and he's asked different members of the community to kind of write up a short script about it and then voice it, and he's going to create commercials with different members of the community's voice in the commercial. So as seen in this tweet, Luke has created one of the commercials, and it's going to be out soon, and I'm actually going to help him create one about cold storage and hot storage in terms of like a hardware wallet and what have you. So that will wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.